Let's start with Michael on that one.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it just speaks to his dedication throughout it all. You know, he never obviously started at a lower level, so to speak, but I mean, he always had confidence in himself he's going to rise to the occasion and try to take the next step in life. So when you're playing for a guy like that, it always gives you the confidence that when you're out there, it doesn't matter if you're quote unquote playing a better team or better competition, where you're just going to go out there and fight and do what you got to do, and you know it can work out.
Mohamed?
Oh, yeah, that inspired me because, like, I got the same, like, same way that Coach Keith, like, I'm coming from nothing, and he inspired me a lot, and he never quit. He got a winner mentality, and we got the same thing in us, so appreciate you, Coach.
Thank you, Mo.
And DJ, you want to chime
Appreciate you, too,
in?
also.
Yeah, man, yeah, I feel like it kind of plays into, you know, the way that our team was built. You know, a lot of us come from other schools, you know, not necessarily at the highest levels. And he's the same way. You know, we all fought to get here, and I think that that's why it was so important to us, and that's why we have such a sense of urgency.
Okay, let's go on the right.
Thanks. Brett Friedlander, Saturday Road. DJ, which do you enjoy more, backing a guy in and scoring, or getting the double team, firing out, and having somebody else score? Because yesterday, most of those assists, the look that you were giving the crowd and everybody else kind of suggests that you had a lot of fun doing that.
I would say that's part of the game. I like them both equally. I like all plays that amount to winning. So I don't really have a favorite way to do things. As long as we win, I'm fine.
How much fun was that last night, though?
Oh man, last night was really fun. You know, if you're gonna double team, I'm gonna try my best to make you pay. So I'm glad we were able to get that done.
Yeah, tied his career high in assists. Pretty good.
Okay, let's swing back to the extreme left now.
For Michael and DJ, Stephen Hawkins with the AP. Just talk about how different you see your team from the time you played Duke in the regular season to the time in the tournament, and then from then to now.
Yeah, I mean, I think the whole season has kind of just been growth. I mean, from the beginning of the season until now, we've been changing as a team and growing. Chemistry has been getting better, and you know, you learn more about each other, and that helps you on the court. So from the first time we played them, obviously we didn't do things the best, but we learned from there. We continue to grow. Played them the second time, worked in our favor, but from there we've still been growing as a team. Chemistry's still been growing, our confidence has been growing in each other. So, and probably the same as for them too. Obviously, as they've been winning games and playing together, you grow stronger together. Yeah, but for us, it's just been a journey of growth, and it's been great to this point.
DJ?
I would say, I think it's pretty obvious that, you know, both teams are playing really good basketball, a lot better than the first time we played each other, and especially to this point now. So I think it'll be very interesting to see.
I think our next question will come on the right by the curtain.
Corey Smith with Pack Pride on 24/7 Sports. This is for Mo and DJ. You know, talking to Flip outside, he said one of the big things that led to them losing that second game was you guys creating those second chance opportunities and being more physical down low. How important is that going to be tomorrow against this Duke team again?
DJ?
I'd say it's going to be very important. They're a team who can really go at you and be aggressive as well. So I think that that'll be one of the key things is who's more aggressive in the post.
Yeah, I would say we got to create the same opportunity. Like, if we got to match up and we can crash the ball and go at them, we're going to do it. And that's what we played so great last game, and we're going to do the same thing.
Okay, in the middle here on the left side.
Hi, Griffin Cunningham, Agromech and Technician. This is kind of a two-parter for Coach and then the players. I know this might not be where your head's at, but how cool is it to be in the Elite Eight with the women's team as well? And then just for the players, what kind of relationship do you guys have with the women's team?
Coach?
I think it's cool. I mean, I think it's what a unique story that, you know, you got two programs that's playing at the same, literally yesterday played at the same time, and both made the Elite Eight. And, you know, Wes and I are really, really close. When you think about our paths, we kind of started in a similar path, and, you know, obviously started at the D3 level and, you know, mid-major when he was at Chattanooga and me at UNCW. And for us to be here and, you know, living a dream with the opportunity to coach, you know, great ladies and great men and teach them the right way, it's great. I mean, it really is. Their players and our players, they're connected. Like, they come to our games and we go to their games and we celebrate with them and they celebrate with us. And it's really like a family affair when you think about the two basketball programs. And not just that, I think our whole athletic department is kind of, bonded by, the respect that each team has for one another. But when you talk about, they have a common thread, we're basketball players and coaches, and it's really a special deal. Like if you were able to be around our campus and see the support and, just that we give one another, you would say it's great, it's amazing.
Didn't you say you wanted all three guys to respond as well? Yeah. Okay, Michael, we'll start with you.
Yeah, I think Coach kind of, hit it on the head, the idea that a whole athletic department, all the teams are pretty close, and we all kind of support each other as a whole. Like, no matter what sport it is or who's playing, people always go out and support or just, like, viewing the games and stuff. And whenever you see each other around campus, always congratulate each other or stop to talk. So I think we're pretty close to the women's team. We're pretty happy they're winning the games, and hopefully they can keep going and win it all. And, we just support them along the way.
Mohamed?
Oh, yeah, like, the team is great. The women's team is great. They play good all the time, all year long, and I want to congratulate them to show to the Elite Eight and play at the next level.
DJ?
Yeah, I say I love what the women's team is doing. They just played, a great Stanford team and took care of them, and, man, they've been doing their thing all year. They did what we were trying to do in the regular season as well. So, they did their thing. And, we were just talking to them last night, over the phone, of course. But, man, we're all close. That's what it's all about. It's not just them. It's like the whole athletic department, it's just like a little family.
Let's go to Zoom now for our next question.
Okay, we have a question from Roger. Roger, if you would unmute yourself and please state your name and affiliation, followed by your question.
Roger Rubin from Newsday in New York. It's a question for all three players. Sometimes we talk about March Madness and there's this notion of a Cinderella. Do any of you have a strong reaction, either positively or negatively, to this idea that NC State is a Cinderella in this tournament? And what's the reason for your answer?
Let's begin with DJ and come back toward me.
If that's what you want to call it, that's cool, but that's not how we feel, and I'll just leave it at that.
Honestly, I don't know what that means, so I don't think about it.
Yeah. I guess we'll go with whatever label, but at the end of the day, we know we can win games. We know we compete with a lot of people, so I don't know necessarily if we just want to run with that title, but it is what it is.
Okay, back in the room now. Let's go in the back by the TV camera.
Hey there, Lane Higgins from the Wall Street Journal. DJ, this is for you as well as you, Coach. DJ, you've been on this team, this is your second year now, and it seems like all of this, national attention is finally swirling around you right now. And yet, you've been sort of doing your thing as a big guy, muscling your way through the paint, for a long time now. So why do you think it's taken this long and maybe this stage to really become sort of like this darling of the NCAA tournament in some ways?
I think, honestly, it's because no one expected us to be here at this point but us. So, I guess, in everyone else's eyes, it is a Cinderella story. So, they're going to pay attention now that we're winning. But when we were losing, it didn't really matter.
So, I think I tell these guys all the time, and March is for players. I mean, how many times have you went into March and you really didn't know a player, and you came out of March and said, man, good, he's pretty good. DJ Burns has been around for a long time, but, his personality, his play has really opened the eyes to a lot of folks across the country. And, March is not about the coaches at all. I mean, players make plays in March, and that's what's happening with this group. And, a lot of our guys, from Michael to Mo to DJ, the national audience may not have known who they were, but they do now, because obviously the way they're playing and how far we have gone as a team.
We have 5 minutes remaining before we dismiss the student athletes to go to breakouts. Next question on the right side toward the front.
Hey, Glenn Gilbo from Outkick.com. For the players, how much did you guys know about the 1983 team and Coach Valvano before you got to NC State, and then what did you learn or hear as you stayed at North Carolina State?
Let's begin with Michael and then move down the table.
Yeah, I mean, coming into NC State, you know a little bit about it, but I didn't know the whole like full in depth and details and everything. But as I've been here throughout this whole year, you learn more about it through, the basketball program itself, or just people like the fans kind of giving you a little bit of insight. So it's been pretty cool to learn a lot more about it as time's gone on.
Before I come in, I don't even know like the team, so yeah. But it was fun to learn, and we met them several times this year, and it was pretty cool. They shared the experience, everything, and we love it.
Did DJ tell you who Cinderella was?
Yes.
I known a little bit, just being a basketball fan, but most of my knowledge prior to coming here and learning and, meeting some of the guys myself would be the 30 for 30. That's probably the extent of my knowledge prior to.
Mohamed, I believe now 7 straight games with double-figure rebounds. Your average for the regular season was like half as many as you've been averaging in the tournament. What has been the difference, and how have you managed to maintain your stamina considering the fast and everything?
I just crowd the ball all the time. Like, that's who I am, and my team know I'm a good rebounder, and I'm going to crash all the time, but I don't manage that. Like, I just anticipate and get a rebound as many as I can. That's it.